Mosa, 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 Mosa. Are you ready for your trip? All right, done. Добре. I just got the tickets. Now we have to find the platform. So now we are on the train to Warsaw or Warszawa.
Sobieski nazywa się ten pociąg. Name Sobieski.
Sobieski.
Pociąg. Tak.
Pociąg.
Pociąg po polsku, nie? Train. English.
Train. Pojazd.
Tak.
Little Mosia right here. Little Mosia. Little baby Mosia is trying to figure out what's going on. Ona nie lubi podróżować.
Tak,
podróżować. Uczy się polskiego.
Tak,
Polskie.
uczy się polskiego.
Polskiego.
Tak.
Muszę się nauczyć
języka
polskiego.
Tak.
Muszę.
I must.
I must. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you enjoying the ride?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we have about an hour until we reach our destination. Now, I just want to say that this is an awesome train. We actually didn't have seats. It told us, it said on the ticket that seating is not guaranteed. And so, we thought we were gonna stand, or at least, somebody's gonna give a seat to Marina, but I'm gonna stand. But actually, we're sitting in a compartment here with a very, very cool lady from Sopot, and we've been speaking Polish. I've been translating. She speaks a little bit of English, so I got a lot of Polish in one session. So picking up bit by bit. It was very, very cool. She's very, very friendly, talking a lot. So far, it's been a great ride. It's been awesome. Right, Stefanovic? It's been awesome. So just a little bit more, and we're gonna reach our destination. All right, we just arrived to Warsaw West Station. It seems this is a lot different than Gdansk. So many people here. We were supposed to get out on the central station, but there was a lot of commotion, a lot of things happening, so we couldn't get out in time. And so we needed to ride one more stop. And now we need to meet the person who is actually gonna be renting an apartment to us. So she's gonna come by the station, we're gonna meet up, and we're gonna go to the apartment. From what I understand, it's not that far from here. I'll show it to you guys as soon as we get there. All right, we finally found the exit, or at least something that looks like an exit here. There we go, finally. I see the light. I see the entrance, the exit to the street. Oh, this is definitely not Gdansk. This is something else entirely. I can't wait to walk around the city a little bit more to see what it's really like, especially closer to the center. All right, guys. So we just got settled in. We just moved into our apartment here in Warsaw. And we actually signed like a lease, and we gave the rent and everything like that. So this is technically our first apartment here in Warsaw. And I don't think we're gonna be here for too long, but at least we have something. And that's saying a lot, because it was very, very difficult, extremely difficult, still is, to find anything in Warsaw. And so let me give you a quick room tour here. This is what the apartment looks like. You're coming in. Here's the bathroom. And what they really did is they really did nice remodeling here, right? Everything is nice. Everything is clean. Here is the kitchen. Okay, this is like the kitchen here. We have a view. Supposedly we're like 10 minutes away from the center by tram. So we're fairly close to the center. Obviously the view is very different than we had in Gdansk, and I'm gonna talk more about that in a bit. Now let me show you the other room. This is kind of a 2-room apartment. We have this main room here. We have a couple of tables. We have a nice seat here. We have a view, the same kind of view of this neighborhood. We have some dressers here, and then we have a couch that doubles as a bed. And so this is a fairly small apartment, and so that's kind of the disadvantage. It's fairly small. It's a lot smaller than kind of what Marina and I are used to. But the pluses is that it's fairly affordable, it's fairly economical, and even in today's climate, with the apartments that were like, you know, $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month, all over Poland, in all cities, I think we're really lucked out by getting this apartment as is. At least we have something to live in. And so this neighborhood here in Warsaw looks a lot different than where we were before. And I'm not even sure if Warsaw was like my #1 choice, although I have nothing against Warsaw. It's just I heard that other cities are, you know, more desirable. But what really kind of turned the tide is the apartment. The apartment is the fact that we got an apartment that's available. The fact that, you know, it's a good price relative to all the stuff that's going on with Airbnbs right now. And so that's why, you know, it's going to be Warsaw. And I think for the time being, maybe later on we'll get something bigger. But I think it's going to be Warsaw for at least the next couple of months. Because, you know, we can't really move around too much. We kind of have to settle down somewhere for the time being. And so hopefully Warsaw is cool, but that's kind of where we are, and we kind of have to work with it. So for now, I think it is going to be Warsaw. And speaking of moving in, of living, we're going to go to one of the shopping malls here and get some stuff for the apartment. Things like bed sheets, pillow, you know, stuff like that, because there's nothing at this apartment. It's not like with Airbnbs where you're given everything. So we're going to be exploring a little bit of Warsaw today, and that's just going to be the beginning. I mean, like tomorrow I need to go to the immigration center. I need to see if they're going to extend my visa. We also want to go to the center. So it's going to be a lot of things to kind of do here in Warsaw, and I'm kind of curious about Warsaw. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we were actually stuck in a little bit of traffic getting here. And coming from Gdansk, that's very, very unusual, because now it's starting to feel like a big city. And so obviously first impression, yeah, it's like a big city. We haven't seen downtown yet, we haven't seen the center yet, which is kind of what I'm looking for. Because from what I understand, where we're staying now is kind of like this typical you know, an area where people are just resting, residential, mainly a residential area, right? But right now we're going to a shopping center. We're gonna get some food. We need to buy some supplies. And, you know, maybe buy a couple of more things for the apartment. So another thing, I think something happened, because the past couple of days I have not seen anybody wear masks anywhere. So maybe they removed that. They stopped that order, that law is no longer in effect or whatever those rules, because on the train nobody was wearing masks. It seemed so surreal. It seemed so weird, honestly, because I thought like we're gonna be wearing those masks for the rest of our lives. Now listen, I am, I'm not kind of, one way or the other. I'm not like, against masks, but I'm not like super for masks. And so it's kind of cool that you don't need to wear a mask. I kind of like it personally. So they have this restaurant called Menya Musashi, which is a restaurant that me and Marina used to frequent a lot in Kiev. But I think today we're gonna try something else. So we found this tandoor kebab, and I'm kind of in the mood for a kebab today. So that's what we're gonna be having. We're gonna get like a big portion of that kebab right there. Gonna check that kebab up there. Let's see.
Standard kebab.
Один стандартный на тарелке, да? Хорошо. Какой соус?
Alright, so we got our ayran, that's for me. We got juice, I think one is for me also, right? Or two for you?
Two for me.
Oh, two for you, okay.
Today,
So two for Marina.
today I bought two for me.
Marina is really, really thirsty, so she got me this small ayran and she got these juices for herself. So another thing about Warsaw that is a big advantage is that it's the capital, and so you have connections all over the country, right? You want to go to Krakow, no problem. You want to go to Wrocław, no problem. You want to go to another city, no problem. So that's another benefit that I realized just now that we're here. And that's a cool thing too. All right, so we got our food. This is Marina's. Is this small or medium?
Это small.
This is considered small, okay? And this is like bigger than typical Ukrainian portions, all right? For me, I decided to go for the mega, which is a couple of levels up. And this is one of the first times we're getting like a full-size meal each, because we're super hungry. It was a long train ride. Not that long, but it was kind of stressful, just a lot of these things. And bon appetit to everybody. I hope you're having a great day. All right, so I tried really hard and I killed it. 1-0 in my favor. And Marina is still working on it. Marina, I believe in you. I believe you can do it, but it doesn't look very promising. It doesn't look very promising. So this is what usually happens, all right? I finish my meal and then I have to finish Marina's meal. Always the case, most of the time. So I'll see what I can help her with, but maybe some potatoes here and there. All right, so that was good. Much needed carbohydrate and protein restock. And now we gotta find a store to get some bed sheets and some bed stuff. And I think the store we're thinking about is TK Maxx. That's located right over there. We're looking to get some towels for the house. So you know what this means, right? If you're buying towels, you ain't living in no Airbnb. You are living in your own rented apartment. So we will definitely consider this our first, real apartment here in Poland. So you guys are definitely invited to the housewarming. We also found an aisle here that has various toys for pets, and so we might get something for Mosia. Now that we have an apartment, a real apartment, so this is gonna be for little Mosia here. So she has something to play with, and she won't get bored. Maybe one of these other ones here. How about this one for little Mosa? Something like that, I don't know. Okay, that's for now. Okay, thank you. Alright, so we did a little bit of shopping here at this TK Maxx, and honestly, actually in New York and maybe in other parts of the US, they have TJ Maxx. and it looks very, very similar. And I would be curious if it's actually the same parent company or the same company with different brands. Because in Brooklyn, in Manhattan, they have TJ Maxx, and I really, really love that store. And if it's the same one, it's almost the same logo actually. It's a cool store, really cool store. So we found almost everything except bed sheets, and now we gotta find like a home kind of store that sells bed sheets, because that store over there was very, very promising, and at the last minute we couldn't find it. We were 99% sure we're gonna find some bed sheets, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So we're gonna look around and see if we can find some bed sheets. All right, so we found a store called Home and You. Maybe they have what we're looking for. Sorry, English?
Okay, this price is only for cover. Inside is for 11 zł. Is it okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we got the bed sheets. We got 2 pillows over there, nice and tropical green to match the couch. And now it's time to go back home. I mean, we're so exhausted. I'm exhausted. Marina is exhausted. Time to rest for a little bit and kind of try to get settled into our new Polish apartment. So that is about all for today. It's been a crazy day. Feeling tired, even though I typically do not get tired easily. And so we're gonna wrap it up right here. Tomorrow I need to go to that foreigner's office and beg them to extend my visa. And I think it's possible, I'm not sure. We'll see that tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be another action-packed day. And see you guys soon.